The reason I asked the thing about the language is because I've seen it, and I've seen it in the office too. With, I'll say, for example, I'll use one person and I'll cut his name, but someone like a right, like I'll see a come in, shirt tucked in, like button down, like looking, looking prepped up, right? And he'll talk a certain way when Alex is there, like, like, or when a higher up's around, he'll talk a certain way. But then when we're chilling at the table, he's throwing shit around. I'm like, this motherfucker, like, I mean, like he can throw, like he gets with it when he's around the people. You know what I mean? So, and he's just an example, but there's a million people that do the same thing. Like,
it's called code switching. And it's been a big thing, kind of like in, I would say, essentially in the Black community lately. Like, like the whole, you talk like an Oreo. That, like, I've been called or told that I've talked like an Oreo. But I mean, just because I'm not running around slurring my words, and you know what I'm saying, like, just because I'm not talking hood, like, I mean, we can go there if you want to go there. You see what I'm saying? So,
I know. Hey.
So we can get there, but overall, it's you also have to know your audience. Like, again, with that being said, if I'm talking to a higher up, I'm not giving you the, I'm not giving you the, what I'm saying. But if I'm talking to my group, you get what you get. I'm also not gonna, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do it like that either. So it really depends on who your audience is, and friends, at least my friend wise, like friend group wise, like I can be whatever I want to be. And if it just happens to be right smack dab in the middle, bang. But depending on who I'm talking to, like I can get a little bit of an octave higher if that's the case. But we could also take it down south if that's what you're trying to get into. So it depends.
We all have a customer service voice.
Right, exactly. Right. Well, I equate it to this. It's almost like, say if you were talking to like an like a British person, you, like, without even knowing it, would adopt their accent sometimes, just because like that's what it is. So it's like you're really adopting kind of the accent and the vernacular of the person you're with. I do it all the time when I'm hanging out with C Short. What do you say? Backdoor little Joe. With backdoor little Joe.
I'm not playing with him.
I have to go to Reading, and I deal with a lot of Spanish people, and I'll be I'll start doing that English in a Spanish like slang, like without I don't
realizing
without thinking. But I'll be like, Kira, Sino, and I'll be like, oh.
I talk to, like, I always try to throw around, like,
sometimes
Indian people too, you said?
They'll start having the accent, and they'll be like, whoa, and I'll be like, Ippa, and I'm like, I don't talk like that. I don't know what I'm doing that. That's not how I sound.
Dude, now that you mention that, I do that a lot with like my Albanian in-laws and stuff. I'll talk
trying
like
to
that.
like mimic them to make it feel better for them, and then all of a
sudden, it happens a lot.
I don't talk like that.
It happens a lot too. Like if like going down south, like I have a couple of family members who are from the south, and like you start to just kind of get that southern twang. And I'm like, I don't, or if I'm even watching a show, like if I watch, and I hate to say this, but if I watch like Love and Hip Hop and they got that like real southern twang, like now all of a sudden I've turned it off and now I'm just talking kind of crazy. And my husband's like, girl, go drink some water, eat a Snickers. You're not yourself right now.
I get that way when I watch too much Wild 'N Out. I love that show.
Yes.
So let's keep it moving. So you did the prep school while living in Germantown, and here's something I found interesting. A little field hockey, huh?
GFS. GFS was big on sports and like having some sort of like sports. So once 6th grade and on, you have to play a sport every season. Summer, fall, winter, summer, spring. So field hockey was my fall sport. Pretty cool, pretty good. I mean, it was what it was. I played it for the entirety of middle school, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And then I was done with it. I didn't like it. I dabbled in lacrosse. That was fun, but I would say like my biggest sport that I've really like drawn into was track and field. And I did sprints. I was a sprinter, so I did like the 4, the 1, the 2, the 4x1, the 4x2, and then I long jump and triple jumped. So like that was where my heart kind of like took off.
You do have those long legs. You were probably like a gazelle, right?
I loved it. Triple jump was like my ultimate favorite event of the world, and I actually ruptured my quad doing triple jump my senior year, which is why I didn't do it in college, and I kind of regret it to this day. But I was a beast.
How did rupturing your quad feel?
Oh, it was horrible, absolutely horrible. Like my quad was like in a fist, like this tight, and like it was probably one of the worst things I'd ever dealt with in my entire life. But
God,
it was
brutal.
I mean, I did also have a child naturally,
right, sure.
Back then. Oh yeah,
Charlie horses are pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Charlie horse is a bastard.
Yeah, rupturing
natural birth is one thing, but a Charlie horse is a son.
Yeah.
It's like, how would you like to have a Charlie horse for 45 minutes until we sedate you for surgery?
Oh boy.
Just put me out of my misery already.
How about it? Damn. Also, it says here